Hey Scott, hey everyone else, welcome back to 4 Running Shoes. I had an easy week of running this week. I didn't do any raw workouts, just a lot of easy running. Mainly just because I've been training a fair bit leading up to my training block that leads up to the marathon. So I've got a good base coming into it, but it's good to kind of just take a week of easy running to recover a little bit and set yourself up for more heavy duty stuff coming soon. So that's what I did for kind of my first week of the training block, which is a bit interesting. So I had an easy week, and then I'll have 11 weeks of training. There'll be a couple more easy weeks scattered throughout those. But yeah, it's kind of like mainly 3 to 4 week blocks where I'll build a bit, and then it'll be a bit more intense, and then we'll head towards more of a taper. That's sort of the plan. But I'll outline my plan a bit more probably next week. So yeah, not too much crazy running this week, which is good. I feel pretty rested and recovered, and don't have any crazy injuries or anything like that. Been running well, so yeah, feeling good. Yeah, Scott, thanks for your last week's video. Yeah, it's been cool to see that you've been increasing the amount of runs that you're doing each week. Yeah, I think it's really good. It's good to see you getting out there and being consistent again, and just working towards that goal of, I think it was 5 runs a week. Yeah, just sort of, I guess, just prioritizing your health even rather than trying to exceed or excel in running. It's good just to get out there, as you keep mentioning in your videos. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing poorly. So yeah, not that you're doing it poorly. It's really great just to be consistent and be getting out multiple times in the week. So that's awesome, man. Yeah, I think something that changed a lot about my running lately, particularly in the last year, is that I kind of, in some ways, I may have simplified my life a bit. So I think I kind of stripped out different, because I have a lot of interests, I guess. A lot of people do. They have a lot of different sprawling interests. They go in different directions. Yeah, but I think I was thinking about it last year, and was like, I want to be really good at lots of different things, but if I just cut some of them out, I could actually be great at something. And so that's kind of my approach, I guess, with running lately. It was kind of like, I could just try and be splitting my attention on everything, but instead I've decided to focus on running as my main outlet in life, as a hobby sort of thing. Like, obviously I've got other things going on, like work and family and church and different things like that. But as far as like, yeah, interests and fun goes in my life, I wanna invest mostly into running. And yeah, it's cool that my wife's into running, and we can do it with the girls and the prams and that sort of thing as well. So yeah, there's a lot to that, which is really great. Yeah, that's sort of why I feel like I've made a lot of improvements. Is just I've simplified and focused my life onto running. So yeah, I, I think it's cool. Like, it's working really well. I know it's not for everybody. Not everyone can do that, like, or even wants to do that. And I think there's some self-discernment in that when you're a runner and trying to figure out, if you want to become really good, you actually do have to make those sort of sacrifices to invest into running to become great. But people don't have to do that. And like, I don't have to do that, but I've chosen to do that. And yeah, I guess you don't actually have to put in heaps of time to be above average. Like, even just to run a 5K is like well above the average of everyone in the population. And if you run, a sub 30 5K, or even maybe sub 25 5K particularly, you're in the top 20% of runners or something already. Like, yeah, so you can do it with not much time invested, but I'm kind of wondering, like, what happens if you do invest the time. So that's where I'm at. And it's got like, it kind of sounds like you're not really in that headspace. Like, you've got other interests, and band is like a really great outlet for you, like music. And it's awesome to see that you've got that show coming up later this year. So yeah, that's super exciting. And I know you've got a lot of other things going on, and work is crazy for you. especially during the term. So yeah, like it just makes sense. Like sometimes it's gonna be harder to get out and go for those runs. So um, yeah, I encourage you obviously to keep at it because it's really great for your health and it's good for your mental headspace. But to be honest, like not everybody has to be running marathons or getting really fast times. But if that helps you to be motivated and go after different goals, then that's awesome. Um, I know it helps me a lot. I think that's one of the things that I think about with running is like I know it's got all these benefits, like health, mental health, um, fun, social. It's got all these different things that you can include in it. Um, but I think I would actually struggle to be a runner unless I was pushing for PBs, or like achieving things like ultra marathons or something like that. Like I could see myself moving away from running fast in the 5K or the marathon, and then like maybe doing ultra marathons one day or like different things like that. But yeah, it's just kind of like I feel like I need to strive in running to really enjoy it. If I wasn't doing that, I wonder if I would just lose a lot of passion and motivation for it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes over the years. Like I'm not always gonna be running PBs. One day my PB in everything will be 5 years ago or more. But at the moment, yeah, my PB is really fresh and I feel like I can set them pretty regularly. So I'm excited. I'm enjoying that and I'm keen to kind of see where it goes and see how this marathon goes. And yeah, encourage you guys to think about your running as viewers. Yeah, like where is running fit in your life? Is it just a health thing or is it actually like do you want to strive after it? And if so, yeah, like what sort of things are you going to be able to commit to see the results that you're hoping for? What sacrifices are you willing to make? Yeah, a lot of sacrifices aren't even worth making. So I'd encourage you to think about that. Are you making sacrifices unwittingly, without even thinking about it, and then paying the consequences for it? Because I think you can do that as well. Like if you sink a whole bunch of time into something, and it impacts your relationships or different things, like it's probably not worth it. So yeah, it's really worth thinking about. And I think I'm working my way towards a good life balance that I'm happy with, and running plays a big part in that. So yeah, but anyway, I'm excited for the marathon season coming up. I know it'll be hard. It's definitely going to be a lot of running and a lot of different things to manage. So I'm hoping it goes well. We'll see how we go. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.